Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Gridiron Locker Room. In the building tonight, man. Down. If you go I-10 East and you get to Beaumont, don't stay there too long. Because if you take any kids with you with some helmets and shoulder pads, they're going to be Southeast Texas Oilers for long, man. We got the Southeast Texas Oilers in the building tonight, man. What's up, Ron? How you doing, brother?
Oh man, what's going on, Kevin?
Oh, you got it. Coach T, what's up, man?
Hey man, slow boogie, man. Everything good this way.
Last but not least, man, this dude here talk more trash, man. This dude here talk more trash. Jay, what's up, man? How you doing, Jay?
Oh man, I'm chilling, man. Just left the gridiron.
I hear you. So, man, look, let me ask you guys this. So, well, let me say this before I even ask y'all a question. Man, I love what you guys have built in the Beaumont area with the Southeast Texas Oilers, the way y'all stay active with these boys, man. Don't think people ain't paying attention. I know for myself, I'm constantly watching y'all, man. I respect what you got going with your 7-on-7, with Drip, man. Like, I take my hat off, man, because not everybody doing it hands-on year-round. They talking about it, but they ain't putting in the work like you boys putting in the work. And the reason why I say y'all putting in the work is because I look at a kid like Flacco, and I'll use Flacco as my example. I've watched Flacco over the years mature into a better quarterback every year. This year, that boy was slinging that ball around in 7-on-7, man.
Right.
He was slinging that peel around. So I got to give y'all credit because I know he's only been with you guys from 11-on-11, real live football, to 7-on-7. I know he's been in the drip factory, man. So my hat off to you guys, man. Keep doing whatever y'all doing. I got a friend of mine, man. She's at Beaumont United. She's the girl basketball coach. She's been the girls basketball coach forever. Her son is Tony Brown that played with the Indianapolis Colts that come out of Beaumont Ozine. And she
Right.
told me to let y'all know if y'all need anything from Beaumont United, man, reach out to her and tell her that, hey, Kevin Walker told me you told us to hit you up. Her name is Tammy Walker. She's
Mm-hmm.
Tony Brown's mom.
All right.
Yeah,
All
we
right. We
sure
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
appreciate.
I know Miss
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
I
sure.
know
We
Miss
need
Tammy,
all.
man. I came up under them. I was actually coached by Coach Brown coming through high school. He
Okay.
was a hell of a coach, man. He brought that energy every time on the practice field. He was gonna get it
Yeah.
out of you.
Me and Tony, Coach Brown, as you referred to him, we played together in college at Texas Tech. We played together. So we were teammates and they ended up she was on a basketball scholarship. Now for her, she was female athlete of the year when we came out of high school. She was a hell of an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And
There
let
you
me
go.
tell y'all a funny story, man, that y'all can share with kids that should keep them motivated. So she was female athlete of the year. Her name is Tammy Walker. She had a brother that was her identical twin named Sammy Walker. Sammy had
Mm-hmm.
no scholarship offers, none, not one. And so the family said, if y'all want Tammy, you got to take Sammy. So Tech took Sammy because the women's basketball team thought Tammy could put them over the top if they could sign her. But Sammy, the brother, ended up in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows you sometimes it ain't about what you accomplish on the high school level. Just keep putting in the work.
Yeah,
And
opportunity
that
gonna
brother
come.
kept putting in the work, man, and believed in himself. And he had an NFL career behind himself. So, yeah, no, that's definitely a story of hard work right there. Talk to me, man. Hey, man, look, who y'all want to see this year? Out the muscle, out the shoe. We got Ken on here watching.
Look,
Tell Ken off the muscle. Jay,
Straight to the
I'm going to let
shoe,
you
huh,
go
man?
first. Because every
Straight
time I
to
see
the
you, Jay, you got something to say.
tip.
Who you want to
man,
see, Jay?
I want them original Southside Cowboys. That's what I want, man. Nah,
Hey, man.
look. Nah,
Yeah.
but nah, man, man, I come down there, man. I talk shit or whatever, man. But it really don't matter who, you know what I'm saying, we line up against, because I mean, we come out there to get some work anyways. So I mean,
Oh man, coach
who I
on here
really
being
want.
humble, man.
No, I got you, bro. Chill. You know, it's always fireworks against. the Southeast Lions, because we got, we kind of formed a little rivalry, and the Kings, I want to fuck with them. They gave us a little ass whooping last year. I'm not even ashamed to say that, but you know what I'm saying. So, Kings, goddamn Southeast Lions, I don't know about, I don't think is GBT in that motherfucker again. They
No.
they got us one because we just seen them boys. Not the Marcus GBT, but the other one. He got two teams,
Yeah.
and we didn't seen them. We didn't seen them by shit about 5, 6 times in the past 2, 3 years, and it's back and forth. So that's some teams that I enjoy playing, man. So but shit, the Kings. That's what we lost to in the playoffs. You gotta run it back.
Man,
Okay.
say it with your chest in, man. Shit.
Man, come on now. I
Rod,
don't.
Who you want to see, Rod? Who you want to see, man?
I mean, the fact that I'm gonna be on 8U this year. Shit, I want the Super Bowl champs. So that's who want the Lions. I want the
Southeast
champs.
line. Southeast
Southeast
line.
Lions. Yeah, I want the Lions. I want Mo. Boo, my boy Boo. I want
Yeah,
Boo.
boo on AU.
Boo
Boo on
on
AU.
8U.
Mo
Yeah.
on 10.
Mo on 12, ain't
He on 10.
he? He on 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want Boo, man. And then it always, of course, against A-Leaf, man. I like what they doing over there. You know what I'm saying? I like
Most,
their
def-
coaching style. So
most
when we
definitely.
play them, it's gonna be some football.
Coach T, don't let us put no pressure on you, man. Who you want to see, Coach? If you just want to play football, hey, man, don't let
Man,
Jay talk you into nothing,
10U,
man.
man.
Don't
man,
let
look here,
Jay talk
man.
you into
That's my
nothing, Coach
10U
T.
head coach
Look
right
here,
there too,
man.
man.
I'm like this, man. Hey, I respect every organization out there, man. At the end of the day, but as far as somebody to see, I really don't have nobody in particular, man. It's like, hey, you put their name on a piece of paper, man. Hey, it ain't personal. It's only business. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
I hear you.
See, see
whatever.
our humble coach.
Hey, man,
He the
whatever,
humble coach.
whatever
That's
name they
that,
put
that's
on that
that
piece
one.
of paper, man. Hey, like I said, it ain't personal, man. It's just business, man.
I
Man,
hear
load
you.
me up, Kevin. Load me
Load
up,
you up,
man.
huh?
What's
I
the
hear
top?
you.
What's the top 16 in the league? Load me up, man. Hey, I
Load them up,
want I
huh?
want RCU, A Leaf, Mo City Buckeyes, the Lions, Pearland Hurricanes over there too, right? I want the top 6, 7 organizations in
That's it.
Gridiron. I want them on our schedule, man.
That's it.
Ken, you heard it here. That's Rod now. That's Rod. Jay say that's not him. That's Rod. He say don't give him the
Hey,
top.
but the thing about it is, man, we're org. We're you know what I'm saying. We're a family. We're a team. So whoever they want, shit, we got them as well. I mean,
That's
a
it.
nigga ain't never. We don't never
That's it.
duck
We
nobody.
ain't
But the
ducking
thing
nobody.
about it is, we come to play football, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's it.
it's a different level of football that's being played out
Yeah,
there. That's why
yeah,
we fuck with it. That's why we've been coming down that motherfucking road 8 years.
yeah.
Y'all
And
may be in motherfucking competition with each other, beating on y'all chest, and we standing in the back like, okay, so him, and him, they like playing each other. How the fuck can we fit in the mix of that? How can we jump in that? We not saying we coming to whoop some ass, but we coming to motherfucking whoop
Whoop
some
some
asses.
ass.
We come to whoop some ass. Hey, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you
yeah,
got to look
yeah.
at it. You got to look
Yeah.
at it, Kevin. If you've been watching, you know what I'm saying. We've been in the mix.
Every year.
We've been in the
No,
mix
hey,
somewhere. It
hey,
may not
man.
be every
I
single
agree.
level.
I
It may
agree,
not be
Jay.
every single level, but we in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that just says something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, a nigga ain't on no bragging shit, but from our area, that's an accomplishment because it ain't really a lot going on down here. That shit is weighted and all of that other stuff. But for us to come down there and get in the mix, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to compete and show these boys that when they get to like the high school level, that's the kids y'all gonna be playing. Y'all ain't gonna be
That's the
paying these people. We coming down there in high school getting our ass drugged.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So we
Man,
just
let me
trying to
say
prepare
this.
them.
Let me say this.
Uh,
Like I started off the show saying, man, I'm a fan of what you guys do, man. I like what y'all do because to me it does show a lot of balls to come to Houston every week. And I know them parents be on y'all ass about, we got to go to Houston again. I know they do. I
yeah.
know they do.
Right.
But
Right.
the thing about it is that not only do you guys come down here and bring tough competition, you guys come down here and pack well when you're visiting to other clubs' host days. So that
and
too has something to say just about the organization that you guys have built right
hey,
there in
they gonna
Southeast Texas, man.
Hey, they put us on the schedule so we can sell out their concessions. That's what they do.
That's it.
So we gonna travel like a motherfucker. We're gonna always have
Yeah.
a big fan base. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, the parents love to see the competition, and a
Hey
lot of
man,
parents
hey,
they heard about different things and they
them
come and
boys from the
join,
country
so that
coming
way they
through,
kids
man.
can get better.
We just country boys and we want to play football, man. That's it, man.
So let me ask you guys a few questions, man, that I've thrown at some of the other clubs. Um, so if I'm a parent in the local Beaumont area, and I'm gonna start with you, Rod. If I'm a parent, man, why should I choose the Southeast Texas Oilers to bring my family to be a part of? Why should I choose you?
Man, Kevin, I'ma just be straight up. We got a motto over here, man, that it's different over here. It's different over here, man. It's like Toys R Us. Your kid gonna be able to be a kid, but us as coaches, we're gonna develop him. We're gonna teach football, man. So I can guarantee you, mama, when you sign your baby up in March when we start our registration, so when we end our season in November, you're gonna have a better kid. Your kid gonna be disciplined and he gonna know the fundamentals of football. And I ain't saying he gonna be a start running back or he gonna be just bad month, but he gonna know the fundamentals of football and he gonna know how to compete. You know, he gonna be disciplined.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good
And that's
stuff.
what we preach.
Like Jay, you see me in Walmart, Jay. I got my son and my daughter with me. Jay, talk me into coming to being a Southeast Texas Oiler, man. What you got for me?
Hold on, hold on. I ain't hear the question. It's kind of chopping up.
I say if
He
you
say
Maybe
he
in a
a
bad
parent
little
in
spot.
Walmart, man. And you trying to
if
convince him to bring his babies over there.
Huh?
convince me, Jay. Let's go to Coach T since he can hear me. Coach T,
Yeah.
convince me to bring my family to be a Southeast Texas Oiler. You run across me at Walmart. We grocery shopping.
Mhm.
Convince me to come be a Southeast Texas Oiler.
Hey man, first and foremost, man, we are family oriented in this football thing, man. It's more than just a football organization. We want to be a program, for kids, to find that to give them an outlet, man. It's different over here, man. It's different over here, man. When you bring your baby sus, man, hey, my deal is that when you bring him to us, by the end of the year, if he ain't a total different player than what he was when he came, I didn't do my job. I
Yeah.
didn't do my job. So we want him better than what than he was when he came to us. But man, over here, man, we a family, man. We a family.
And at
It's
the
more than
same
just
time,
footballs with us. It's
he
more
gonna
than
have
just
some fun.
football, and we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun doing it, man. That's the most important thing above all is making sure that these boys have fun and they understand this game.
So tell me what you guys got for my daughter. My daughter wants to be a cheerleader. What do y'all have for my baby girl?
You want
Oh,
you want
we got a cheer program too.
Yep.
We got a cheer program, and
Mm-hmm.
it's growing every year actually. And so now
Every
we
year.
trying to start to take that a little bit more competitive too. We see we go down there, we compete in football. We finna start being at the cheer competitions too, man, making a lot
Yep.
of noise and competing
Yep.
with this cheer thing too.
Mm-hmm.
We got an awesome
So,
cheer coordinator, and so yeah, our cheer is we a little bit more focused in on that this year too.
Mm-hmm. Just to kind of add to that, man. Our girls
mhm.
go out there and they cheer for us all year long, all season long, and whether rain, sleet, or snow. So it's only right, man, that we go out there and we support our young girls at those cheering competitions and stuff, man. So, like I said, man, it can't just always be about football with us, man. We got baby girls that come out there and they put in the same work we put in every single day. When we at practice, they at practice. So
Yeah.
yeah, hey, we family over here, man. We gonna support no matter what it is, you know.
So let me ask you guys this. So let's go back to your early existence when it comes to
Mm.
football, period, whether it's little league, middle school, high school, whenever you were first introduced to the game of football. I'm going to start with you, Jay. Tell me
Man, I was,
what experience you had that made you want to come do this thing as a youth football coach. What made you want to come work with the kids, Jay?
um, what made me want to work with the kids, man. I'm gonna just say, it was outside of football. It was really my father. You know what I'm saying? Because I was blessed to have one. You know, and whenever growing up, my old man, he always put the kids first, because he helped out with the Salvation Army around here. So, he was always the assistant coach that had a truck full of kids, and what I'm saying, just going to pick up different kids from here, there, and everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? And even when it come down to our cousins and shit like that, we had family events. He making sure the kids eat first and making sure the kids is well protected. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
I just, I'm blessed to have a great father. You know what I'm saying? And he instilled that in me. So, like, it's really just in me. So, like, after I played high school and all of that, I had a bad ACL tear, so didn't get to make it play college ball. I tried some little semi-pro shit after that, and then I had a son. So I was like, man, let me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just put him in there because I'm a competitive person. I got my son into it, and I put him in at like 4 playing flag, and then shit. Ryan Jeremy came up to me. We didn't have a coach at that time on the flag league, so and this was 2017. We didn't have a coach, so he asked me, you know what I'm saying, man, look, you and Coach Mike, y'all want to take over and you know what I'm saying, coach these babies up. We was in tight for that year. So, man, we took them boys and didn't know what the hell I was doing at first. I'm watching shit on YouTube. Because at first I'm just a
Hey,
father, you know?
Jay, I seen you now. You still don't, but go ahead.
No, come on now. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, first year coming out the gate, man, we was in flag and Typha, man. We took them boys all around Texas, went undefeated. We ended up losing to shit, the number one team. If anybody know football, in 2017, the number one team was Cypress Mustangs on
Like
flag.
Mustang.
You know what I'm saying? We played them boys right there at C King, the old C King, 6-0 dogfight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really. I mean, like after that game, it was a little tough little loss, but it was like, man, yeah, I'm finna really get buckled down into this, man. So and then the kids, man, just giving them an outlet. A lot of these kids that come out, bro, they don't have no, father figure, and man, people will tell you, man, I'm dropping off a kid right now. Like it ain't nothing I won't do for the kids. So like I say, it come down to me having a great father, and I appreciate him being in my life and instilling that in me and shit. I just try to pour that same thing, that same love into all the kids, and
Yeah.
just give them an outlet or just have them, you know what I'm saying, have that father figure, be that father figure, that mentor in their life. Because like I say, we say it's more than football, man. I go pick the kids up shit any weekend. They come chilling at the house and stuff, playing the game with my son and everything. So you know, it's really just about the kids, man.
So, Coach T, tell me about your early experiences, man, with football as a kid, and what probably got you to this point to where you want to come give something back. Tell me about your early experiences first.
My earliest experiences, man, I love the game, man. I was inspired. Well, at the time, I come from a military background, military family. So I was going to school temporarily. My parents were stationed in Germany at the
Mm,
time, and I was going to school in Jasper, staying with my aunt. And there was a guy by the name of Ricky Mitchell Rodriguez. He was a quarterback for Jasper, man. And at that point, man, he just inspired me to play the game. Just watching him as a kid in the stands at a high school football game, he inspired me, man. I was like, man, I look back at it even, and I've run into him now. He's in the Navy. I said, man, the only reason why I picked up a football, man, was because of you, man. And ever since then, man, I have been playing it since then, all the way up
mm,
until my high school years. After my senior year, I got tired of taking the snaps and getting hit every play, so I went over to the defensive side. but but I've loved it. I've loved it since a kid, man, and going into the youth aspect of it. Initially we were going to sign my son up with the Oilers, and I think we were transitioning over to Gridiron at the time, and Gridiron had stated that they didn't have a flag football program, so we ended up playing tackle, and my son was 4 years old at playing
oh wow.
6U
Okay.
ball. So he wasn't a superstar, but I was out there trying to coach him like he was, man. And I had to tell Coach Jay, who was the head coach at the time, was like he had to pull me to the side and say, "Hey, man, he's only 4, so relax, man. He got to grow." So ever
Yeah.
since then,
Yeah.
man, I've been with it going on 7 years, man, and it's about these babies, man. It's like they're the only reason why I come back every year, man. Every single year. you know, and it's those kids, man, that keep me going every single
Yeah,
day.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good stuff. So Rob, let me ask you a question, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
You've been the head dog, you've been the man, the top of the drip. Man, talk to me about your inspirations as a leader, first and foremost, because look, leadership in youth sports is important simply because of the way and the role of the men around you and how you inspire them other brothers, allow them to have input, allow them to have a say. That speaks to the fact that this brother just said he got 7 years in the
Yeah.
org. Jay just talked about how long he been around. Man, speak to where you got your leadership values from that these brothers are willing to follow you.
Oh man, actually, shit, just being able to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they teach me a lot too, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just really just, from my experience, bro, just dealing with my sons. I got eight kids, and so it kind of started with me dealing with my son. And when I got into his life, he was kind of already playing football. He was like 12. My oldest, he was
Mm-hmm.
12. And so by me watching him and getting in there late, I seen a lot of stuff that he lacked and that he missed. And I was like, oh, I felt responsible for that because I wasn't there. And
Yeah,
I think it started as a baby, the fundamentals.
yeah.
And so when the next one came, I tried to do it right by the next one. And so and that's how I ended up starting coaching, man, by coaching my kid and trying to, by paying for the camps, going to camp, spending all that money, all the shit I learned with my oldest, sending him off to college. I just tried to come bring it back down, man, and pass it on down. And as far as
Man,
the drip go, man, I
yeah.
learned from my crew, my team, man. I got a hell of a team, Kevin, and that's
Yes,
fact.
sir. I agree. I agree. Man, let me say this. It was on my notes to talk about this with y'all, but I'm glad you brought up, being there and being prominent as a father and as a man with your kids. Man, I want to talk about the attitude of the kids in Drip Nation and just Southeast Texas Oilers as a whole. Man, you know, some teams I don't say nothing to their kids because I don't know the reaction of the adults. But man, I laugh with y'all kids, I joke with y'all kids, and they always got such a positive demeanor and they never lose their place as a child, man. I can honestly say that. And Rod, I tease your son and mess with him all the time, but he's never disrespectful. He ain't never said nothing out of line. Like, man, and I respect that coming from a kid that a child know they place. Because these days, man, these 11 and 12-year-olds cussing like they drunk sailors. You
Mm-hmm.
know how
Yeah,
that go.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
But
Yeah.
I can honestly say that most of the young men, I can say all. I mean, I ain't gonna even say most. Any kid that I've ever said something to or joked with on you guys' sideline, man, hey, it's been all good, man. It's been no hard feelings. We joke back and forth. We kid. So again, I want to take my hat off to you guys on that for raising young men to stay in their place as young men. Because man, that speak volumes about y'all. Because if a kid on my sideline, he know Coach Kevin ain't gonna let him cuss out no referee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Coach Kevin ain't
right,
gonna let him
right,
cuss
right,
out
right.
another grown person. You gonna be off my team and off my sideline.
Right.
So
Facts.
man, the fact that y'all kids are always so well disciplined, man, I really believe that, hey man, that speak volumes about you guys as well.
Yeah,
So
it all come down to like T and Rod say, man. We a family. Whenever with us or somebody else come in, we try to embrace them with open arms and make them feel secure. You know what I'm saying? Like a
mm-hmm.
brother. It start with the parent. If the parent respects you, then the child gonna respect you. So you know what I'm saying? We coaching the kids, but we also, what I'm saying, keeping it respectful as well with the parents as well.
Hold on. I do have one question for real for whoever
Yeah,
want to answer it. Hey man, so the young lady Jay that was just at y'all car,
Miss Rowe,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
what is her
excuse her.
name?
Miss
What is
Rowe.
her name?
That's Miss Rowe.
Miss
That's Miss
Rowe.
Rose.
Rose?
Miss Rowe drip. Miss
Yeah.
Rosa.
Man, I always just say, Black, what's up, Black? We've been teasing each other and talking for years. I never knew her name.
Oh man.
I never knew
Yeah.
her name.
Yeah.
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 Okay, I know now. Miss Rowe, I got it, Miss Rowe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the ace
All
right
right.
there. That's the ace.
So Rob, how
Yes,
long you
sir.
been doing this? How long you been doing this youth football thing, brother?
I've been coaching youth football, Kevin, for about 16 years.
How
That's
long you
my
been doing it, Coach Jay?
I've been doing it for 8
Yeah,
the Coach
yeah,
Jay?
8
Jay, yeah.
years.
Jay
8,
8 and me
Yeah.
7. 7 years.
7, yeah. So let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna start with Rod. Rod, what's the biggest difference in the 16 years you've been doing this? Because Little League has changed so much. The landscape has really, really changed quick. So from when you started to now, 16 years later, Rod, what's been the difference for you? What's been the biggest change? Let me ask that. The biggest change, good or bad? Good or bad?
Oh,
uh
you see, I answered it for you. You
the
want me
the
to?
the, the bad part is the microwave success, man. Like I don't see as many coaches now want to put in the work, man, and build. Everybody wants the instant,
And
so-called success.
success.
And,
Yeah.
and I kind of try to preach that we coaching youth football. So even when they leave us, man, they still learning the game. So
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
ain't got no bad, you ain't got no dog right now. We still teaching, even when they leave us, because we coach youth football. And so the preparation is the bad part for me. The electronics, man. Everybody got something in their goddamn face, a phone, a
Facts.
tablet, or something, man. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
working,
Facts.
man. Everybody,
yeah.
Yep.
So Jay, what's changed in your 8 years, Jay?
I'm gonna say the parents, and I hope they ain't watching, but that's what it is.
Mm. Man.
It's
Man.
it's the
the,
Man.
the,
parents,
the, the
man.
upbringing for sure has changed.
The
Man.
upbringing has
How we
changed because
raise them, yes.
you got a lot of babies raising babies. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like whenever I first started, it was a more older.
Oh, he done lost service.
Eating froze. Coach T, talk to me. What's changed in your 7 years, bro? From the
Hey,
time you stepped
Oh,
in,
there you
Coach
go.
T, up to
there you
now, he
go.
back.
Oh,
He back.
There you
it was
go.
connected to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, what part y'all heard? Where it stopped off at?
The
We just
parents
heard
and
you got.
it was up,
We
up,
heard you
up.
belittling the parents. You said y'all
Oh,
parents
come on
ain't.
now. Don't do that. I love my parents. But nah, man, it was it's just whenever I first started, man, it was more of a older crowd, so
Mhm.
everybody understood that it took a village,
Yep.
so the criticism they took it well, like, hey, this is what we're working on, this is that and the third, we got coaches yelling, this and that. We not cursing kids out and stuff, but we giving them structure. And a lot of new parents don't take structure well because they don't structure their own kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So
Yeah,
it's harder for us to implement structure when the structure is not being implemented at home.
At
they
home.
Because
got
yeah.
something to say.
I mean,
They got
Right.
something to say
we
back.
can have we
Yeah.
have some that say, hey, they on your time, but it's like, hey, we need a little help because it started at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, it's just, that's my take on the parents and the tablets and stuff, and it's just nobody outside. The kids ain't
Mm-hmm.
outside.
Yeah.
They ain't, what I'm saying. The camaraderie is down. So when they
Mm-hmm.
get into these situations or this team bonding, they so individualized because they can just talk to each other over the game and stuff like that, or be on the tablets and stuff like that. We was
Yeah.
outside. We outside
Yeah.
playing tackle football all day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to kill each other. You
Yeah.
know, so that's my biggest take on it.
So, Coach T, what's changed in your 7 years of doing this, brother?
I would say about the same thing that Coach Jay said, man. It's the parents. Earlier on in my coaching career, man, it wasn't as difficult, so to speak, than it is now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just different. It's just different, man. When it come down to the parents, man, it's just like we the kids that was outside, man. We was outside from sun up to sundown. I come up in the air that, hey, as long as you was back home before the street lights came on, you were good. But
Everybody about their baby right now,
that's
man.
it.
It's
Everybody's
no
about their
Yeah.
team concept. It's
everybody
about my baby.
wants
What my baby playing.
everybody wants that instant success, just like Ross said, man. Everybody wants it instantly. Nobody wants to get out there and really put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Coaches, kids, sometimes, nothing against, coaches that go out and build these teams with the talent, but I mean, hey, that's just what it is, man. That's what I see in it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's definitely a difference. It's definitely a difference now than I started 31 years ago coaching youth football, and my little league coach was still coaching when I came home from college, and I stopped by to see him a couple of times, and he talked me into coming out helping and talking to the kids, and from there I just kind of got hooked. I just kind of got hooked on, coming out to work with the kids. And I kind of just stuck around and stuck around and stuck around. Yep. And here I am, here I was 31 years later, but I hadn't done it now in about 4 years. So, but no, man, I totally get it.
You're still involved into it, man. They like seeing you on the sideline of them stripes, man, on Saturdays, man. So you're still involved, man.
Hey, man, and one thing,
you've been doing it 30 years, Kevin. When you was coaching back in the day, man, were you seeing 6- and 8-year-old kids this size like we seeing them now? Was you seeing 6-year-old kids that look like they 9 back then when you was coaching? I mean, maybe 1 or 2, but I'm saying a team full of big-ass 6-year-old kids like we get now?
No.
It's the food. It got to be the food. It got to be something in the food. They give us
it was never teams full of kids that big, ever. Yeah. I tell you what, the biggest team, honestly, that I've ever faced was what was the team that was they not around was it the Panthers? Were they the Panthers? Anyway, they were on the north side here, man. They were huge, man. And then the quarterback was just as big as the lineman.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we ended up, that was our first year in Gridiron. That's when I had Deuce and that crew. And we ended up making it to the championship in Gridiron, and we faced them in the championship.
You talking about the Pack?
The Pack. Yeah. That's who it was, the Pack.
Yeah, that was big. Yeah, that was my first year too. Hey, that's what woke us up. When we went our first year, we had to play them and said, God damn, because you check their birth certificates and all. Yeah.
There's grown-ass men on that team.
But man, them boys was big, man. Them boys were big, man. He made it to the championship. But the one thing I've always told my kids, like, look, if you get a big fella, man, because I like little bitty small defensive linemen in Little League because I want kids who can run. And that was my secret. I'm going to go and tell you now, Ra. That was my secret in always being able to have success against Ra. Because Ra loved the jet sweep. So I played small linemen who may have been DBs. And I say, hey, when he come, the left side, everybody go after the sweep guy. Everybody on the right go after the quarterback. So if Rob would have ever did any type of dive up the middle, it would have been wide open. We never played you for the dive. We always played you for the quarterback keep or the jet sweep, either way.
Yeah.
Because I like little small linemen that could run. Yeah. And I used to tell them that, hey, and if I call one of my kids right now and put them on here, and I say, fat boys don't do what? They're going to say, like to bend. Fat boys don't want to bend down. I'm like, shit, y'all throw that football and I miss it. What I make y'all do? Go get it. Because coach is a fat boy. I don't want to bend down and pick up the football. So that's why I said, look, I say it's just like in a fight. Low man wins. If you raise up here, you get knocked out. You stay down here, you got a fighter's chance. But the minute you try to get equal, you knocked out. Bad boys don't want to be in. And so what I also tried to do, just as a technique, I'd line one man heads up, and we'll go cross blitz every time, making big fella make a decision. So we're going to have one running free. When I get them teams that overload like that, that's what I try to do. Make the big boy make a decision. Make that big boy show me he an athlete. And if he can't show me he an athlete, we going to run by him every time because I'm going to blitz him all game long.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
They say that's what Coach Jay used to put little Joe at D tackle.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
I put my athlete right there over your center. and hey, just do hey, be a football player.
Hey man, I used to tell Big Deuce that, hey Deuce, if he ain't crying by the end of the first quarter, you ain't doing your job. I'm gonna whoop your ass. So just come on over here and sit with me. If your big ass can't make this boy cry, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So if they send a crying,
Long day.
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
ain't
be a
mad at
long.
It's a
Hey,
long
and
day.
them snaps gonna get bad back to that quarterback.
that. Yep.
It's a
I used to
long
hear
day.
Ron, man, just snap the ball. Like,
Can't.
no, bro, we putting that pressure on him, bro. But no, man, again, back to you guys. So as long as y'all been around, long as you've been doing this, right, if you had a chance, and I'm asking all three of y'all this question, so I want y'all to think about it. If you had a chance to change something right now going into this season, not about Gridiron, but just about youth football as a whole, what would be the one thing? You only get one change. What would be the one thing about youth football going into this season, Rob, that you would change right now?
That's a good question, man. Oh,
That's a damn good question. You should have let me
man,
1
good
second, so I could
question.
have thought about that one for a
We're going to
second.
go with Coach T.
Uh,
I know he got an answer.
Man,
uh,
hey, you might as well go ahead and slide that over there to Coach J because I got to think, man. Man, that's a
what
good
one
But
question.
thing I would change?
One thing I would
let
change.
me let me answer that question for y'all.
Mhm.
So if I had a chance to make a change in youth football, the one thing that I would change with every league in Houston, if it was just going to be across the board for the state of Texas, I would do two things. I would make coaches do a mandatory play where every kid on that roster, if he signed up, got to have a minimal amount of plays because now what that do is make you take the
You
time to
got to
teach
coach.
every
You got to
kid.
coach,
Got to coach.
man. You
You
got
got
to
to coach
teach,
now,
man. You got to
exactly.
coach, man.
Yep.
You got to
So
coach,
I
man.
would have a mandatory play rule,
Mhm.
number one, and I'd make every gate charge a minimum amount to where nobody can say such and such just doing this to make money. They just doing this to profit. Now, here's what I know. I'm not crazy, man. I get it that it take money to run an org, but for some of this money that they charging out there, hey man, we're
Right,
not gonna make this a for-profit league.
right, right, right.
Mhm.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something. For 25 years of my 31, for 25 years of my 31, we played at an open park here in Houston. We played American Youth Football and we played Pop Warner. And we never charged, we never had a gate fee for 20. So when I came to Typha and when I came to Gridiron, and now we got a gate, man, I'd never done that before.
It was new to
We,
me too, because I was coming
yeah,
from Bethel. I played in Bethel, so when I got over there, the gate fee and that was new to me too. We
yeah.
didn't charge
We,
at the gate
man,
over there.
yes, we never charged the gate fee, man. We just showed up, played football. Now, when we ran a concession, let's say in the old league we were in years ago, when we ran concession, we had to use concession money to pay the referees for every game in the park. So if we made $3,500, probably $2,500 of that went to referees on for referee fee for the day. We never made money, but it wasn't about making money.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of times now, that's where things get devalued because guys are in it for the wrong reasons. You got some
Hmm.
guys out here now holding on to youth organizations that don't have no business working with kids. I just be honest. I say it. If nobody
Most
else
of them
won't say
don't
it.
last though, Kevin. They ain't gonna last. If they using it for a money grab, that's just how. If it's a money grab for them, it ain't gonna last.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Where you at, Coach Jay? Talk to me. What would you change, Coach Jay? I'm gonna let you go first.
Ooh, what would I change? Mm, that's a tough one. You pretty much hit it on the head with as far as making everybody coach.
The minimum
You know
play,
what I'm
the
saying?
play
But yeah,
thing.
but
Mhm.
I don't know. You kind of stumped me on that one.
Yeah, you
Mike
sound
Mike
I
Henry.
mean,
Mike
it's
Henry said, "Hey Rod, time to run some dives now."
Hey, Mike, look, Michael's on that
hey,
team.
tell him, hey, and he know now I got the dives in there full effect now. Yeah. It's one thing I would change though that I know you ain't gonna be able to change. Like saying that I think it's fucked up with the game is if you join a team, man, I think you got to play for that team. All this team hopping every year because you're chasing trophies and you want to win. If this team you don't feel like this team's being good, it might be a team right there on the corner of your eyes, man, because they don't look like they're gonna win but 2-3 games. You don't want to go help them win 5 instead of the 3. You want to go over here because they look like they finna go win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You got some kid, man, that played on 5. He's 8 years old, man. Been playing Little League 5 years. He's been on 5 different teams.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That is just hauling them all around the city, man.
Now, let me tell you something that we did have back in the old AYF Pop Warner days, and I know they do it in Fort Bend still today, and that Fort Bend Youth Football League is to where if you're in that league structure and you go from one org to another, you need a release.
The team got to release you, yep.
You need a release or you got to sit out a year.
Yeah, you lose a year of eligibility, yeah.
Yeah, you lose a year.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go play outside the structure. So, So, I mean, there is some ways to stop it.
Yeah, I think that'll be beneficial, too. I think it would benefit a lot.
I mean, I prefer to play 9 or 10 competitive games, man, than to play only 2 good teams per season. You only when you face these 2 organizations, you know it's going to be. You're going to blow everybody else out. But only when you play these 2 organizations, you're going to get a game. I prefer to play 9 competitive football games.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Hey, man, let me tell you something. We thought when we first came in and playing in Gridiron, we were coming from like minimum weight league. Like, in Pop Warner and AYF, you got to get on the scale every week. If you overweight, they had a weight limit. You overweight, you don't play. So we didn't have big kids. So we also had mandatory play. So we come from a league to where if I got 35 kids, all 35 of them kids got to see the field for so many plays.
So you got to watch your roster.
Yeah. I think they had a 12, 15 play rule in Baffle. Yeah, you got to get them in there. Yeah.
Hey, no, you ain't got to watch your roster. Just learn how to coach. Learn how to coach. You ain't got to watch your roster because I used to sub out whole offenses at a time. I kept my defense strong. I'd sub whole offenses at a time. And I tell my kids, hey, as long as y'all moving the ball, y'all stay on the field. So that motivates the kids as well. Mm-hmm. If you want playing time, the way to get playing time is to produce. That's how it is in high school. That's how it's going to be in college. That's how it is in life. Because even the cutest girls, they want a man who can bring home the nicest check. I used to tell my kids, hey, man, if you want the pretty girl, you better have a way to convince her to come be in your world.
Hey, that's it.
Got to be productive.
That's it.
Got to be productive.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So when we talk about productivity, if I'm looking for an org, what's the one thing, Rod? Just give me one good thing or one good reason why I should bring my son to your program. Tell me one thing to say, hey, man, if you're going to bank on something, bank on this right here. Bring your baby over here because this is what we do. What's that? What do you guys do?
I know it's a cliche in the term everybody throw around, Kevin, but I'm going to say develop, man. I'm going to say develop. You're going to get some. We run a 12-week camp, man, before we even suit up to go into football practice, man. Mm-hmm. So I want to prepare the kids. So when my coaches get them, our first day of practice, July 4th, all the fundamentals and the development part is kind of over. You can kind of coach your kid and run your scheme. We're going to actually develop over here, man.
Development. Yeah.
So you sign up your baby, we gonna try to make him a better football player, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it.
We ain't calling plays. Like most coaches just want to run their plays. They ain't teaching the kid. Right. You should have taught him before you brought him. Is what I'm saying, man. You should have taught him before you brought him. Coach over there arguing with his kid. You gotta block. You should have taught him before you brought him, coach.
Yep.
Development. Yep. And I know everybody say that. Most organizations gonna say that development. But if you want to Southeast Texas Oilers, man, we're gonna develop your baby.
That's it.
So, Coach T, let me ask you this, Coach T.
Mm-hmm.
What can you promise me? Because there's a lot going on. We've seen up in the Dallas area where, a guy got killed at a football game. Mm-hmm. So, Coach T, what can you promise me? Because as a daddy, man, that's one of my drawbacks is the violence and the things that go on at these youth sporting events. What can you promise me will never happen at a Southeast Texas Oilers football game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it ain't gonna be no fighting. It ain't gonna be no arguing, no fussing, none of that. We don't do that over there. We don't tolerate none of that energy over here because I can promise you one thing: the safety and the well-being of our children, our kids, come first. Come first. We had a incident last year. Team who should remain nameless. They couldn't keep it together. We packed our kids up and we got on the road.
Oh, Kevin
Hey
was
man,
there.
yeah. Hey, we got on the road, man. We not finna sit around. You're not gonna get that from the Oilers. I can promise you that. We don't do no fussing, no bickering. Not with dealing with children. This is a children's game, man. Ain't
I
nobody getting
agree.
paid to be here. Ain't nobody getting a check. None of that. We here to coach these kids. And for an adult, a so-called a grown person, man, to get upset over a children's game, say, man, hey, man, y'all can have it. You can have it. That's
I'm
just
gonna
how I
say,
feel about it. Because it ain't worth it.
So are
It's
you
not worth it.
saying y'all were in Houston when that happened?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So we not about the violence. We're not about negativity. We don't talk about nobody, man. We are strictly about these babies, man. The safety and the
Now,
well-being of the kids.
Coach T, I was referencing that game, Coach T, so I know who you
I,
Oh, so
talking
you know,
about.
that's what I
Yeah,
man.
said.
Hey,
I say Kevin was there.
yeah, we gonna
yeah,
get
I
on,
was there.
man. So you know how we
I was
rolling, man.
there.
We gonna get on. We
Hey
gonna get
man,
on with it.
but let me say this, and I'm coming to you next, Jay, with the same question. Let me say this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
What you can't prevent
Mm-hmm.
is when you rolling downhill, putting that foot in somebody's ass, how they react on the other side
Right,
to a
right.
good old fashioned ass whooping.
right,
Right.
right.
That
You
shit
right.
start falling
You
apart
right.
over there.
Hey man, the most frustrating thing in football, I don't care what level it is when
Mm-hmm.
you can't stop the run.
Yep. Yep.
Correct.
That's when guys get frustrated.
Get
When there's
frustrated.
nothing they can do to stop you, that
Mm-hmm.
and they know it, that's when the frustration set in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
Yep.
Coach Jay, what can you promise me as a member of Southeast Texas Oilers will never happen? What will never happen?
What will never happen? We will never make you feel like you left out. You know what I'm saying? As a parent and as a player. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, man, it's real family oriented. We have shit, what, 2 3 family days a year.
Mm-hmm.
We just done one what, last weekend for our late coach Jeremy. You know, we celebrated on his birthday. We'll have an what, beginning of the season pep rally. You know, so we involve everybody. You know, it's we're not gonna let you feel left out. And as far as parents and the kids, man, we just try to involve. I mean, we try to just create this, you know, this brotherhood, sisterhood, and just a family environment to where you can be yourself. You know, because you go to some teams or whatever, and it's just like you go there, you play football, you go home. Like we do shit year round. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about year round, even if it's not even it don't even be dealing with football. We just, hey, such and such birthday. You may got 12-year-old kids there. You got 6-year-old kids, 8-year-old kids, 10 you kids, everybody. So like we say, man, it's bigger than football, and like we trying to just create this program to where we can keep everybody together and just try to change the narrative out here, man. Because a lot of the football and everybody's really kind of just separated. You know,
Yeah,
we
that's
trying to
good.
bring youth football back to what it used to be, so that way it can kind of go into the schools, man. Because the schools, the program system and stuff around here is really dying out. We kind of turned into a basketball system. So like let's say, trying to keep these kids together, so that way they will still have a love for the game going ahead. You know, so. Because a lot of the
So
kids have lost the love for football around here, man. Everybody want to go grab the basketball, jump on the court.
yeah,
Even though everybody kind of know that Beaumont United and been to the damn state championship about the past 4 5 years. So then now everybody picking up basketballs. So
yeah.
we just trying to return the football love back to the community, and you know keep it family oriented, keep everybody safe, man.
So I know you
Mhm.
guys lost a coach that was an intimate part of your org. So if y'all will, man, just a brief word. I'm gonna start back with you, Coach Jay, because you just mentioned him, man. Just a brief word on what he meant to the org, man, and how much you guys.
Man,
Because I see y'all paying homage to him. I really do. I see that.
that
Just
was
tell me, man, what's gonna be missed that he brought to the table more than anything.
his presence. Just him always being there. You know,
Boots
every
on the
time you look
ground.
left, right, Jeremy is there, you know, and it's all about the kids. I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself because, man, and that's why this year, going into this year is a little different because, you know, not last year, but the year before, we was coming off 8U, coming off a championship. You know, we had won our first championship down there as far as my level, the kids, my group of kids. We won our first championship. Following year, we tried pure age, you know, and then what last year was our 10U year. Our on the other side, and you know, I would go out there. I kind of lost. I didn't lose my touch as far as the coaching side, but I got lax. You know, I'm sitting there chilling on the edge of the truck before, and Coach Jeremy come walking out there. He's standing in the middle of the grass and he's just staring at me, and I'm like, "What's up, bro?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he say that shit right there. He say, man, y'all sitting up here chilling. He said, y'all got to get back to these babies. And you know me, I'm talking my little shit, man. We got the ring, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you right, you know what I'm saying? We waiting on y'all to get one. You know, and he was like, nah, man, we still developing these babies. So he will always hold you accountable for teaching those kids, man, because that's all he cared about. Jeremy drop anything, any time of the day, man. What we got to do for them babies? I'm on the way. It's always about them babies. That's why we put on a lot of stuff. It's about them kids. Like my that 7-on-7 book I had, you know, I had
Yeah, yeah,
RIP Coach Jeremy on the front of it, and then at the bottom I had it's all about them kids, because that's all he would say. Anything we would do, man, you tripping, man. You ain't worry about that, bro. It's about these kids. Oh man, you talking about, man, I ain't worry about that, man. It's about these kids. Man, he just the love that he had for those kids. And he didn't even have a dog in the fight. You
yeah.
know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
Billy Bob. That's what Billy Bob just posted. He didn't
He
even have
didn't
a
have a
kid in the
didn't have
He
a
didn't
organization.
kid
have a
in the
kid in the
organization,
organization,
man. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but
whatever
he was
department, Kevin.
there.
Whatever department called, man, whether it be the
He
fundraiser
coming.
coordinator, the concession stand coordinator, my athletic director,
He
whatever
pulling
department
up
called, Jeremy boots on the ground, bro.
yeah.
full
That's
steam
for
ahead,
sure.
dog.
That's for sure.
No, that's
So he,
good, man.
so he
That's
really did a
love,
lot
man.
for everybody, man. He touched so many lives as far as adults and children. You know, more children. Like those kids, they took it hard because Coach Jeremy really, you know what I'm saying. He was like he was a lot of mentor. He was the one that's gonna pull you to the side and have that deep conversation with you. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? He
Regardless
picking
of the
your mental
attitude you
apart,
had or how
Oh,
you feel, he gonna have
right?
that
He
conversation with you,
picking your
man.
brain apart, trying to get you to understand different things. And you know, it wasn't no yelling. Come talk to me real quick. Pull your helmet off. Let's just stand here and talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Yeah,
kind of the
Robin
presence
say
we
that was
miss.
the right hand man.
That
yeah,
really
Right
was.
hand
Yeah,
man,
was.
man.
Was.
that's Ro right there. That's her.
Was. It was.
Yeah, that was right hand man, boy. That's the
Yeah,
two that
she gonna
I put
wanna
together.
Ro gonna wanna fight me next time I see her now.
Nah,
No,
Kev.
man, that's good, man. That's good, man. Trust me, man. I'm always paying attention. I see what you guys got going on. I see the praises y'all give Coach Jeremy, man. You know, I know that had to be a great brother because y'all keeping him alive, man. Y'all
Mhm.
keeping his spirit alive and what y'all doing, and that's not a good thing. That's a great thing. You
Right.
know, when
We sure
people leave a
appreciate it,
mark,
bro.
when people
Yeah.
leave a mark, man, you got to let them know. You got to let the people around know that, hey, man, we appreciate this brother for this because this is what he brought to the table. So we're
Hmm.
going to keep him alive in spirit. We're going to keep him alive, man. We're going to keep his voice alive and do the things we need to do as an org, as Southeast Texas Oilers, as Strip U. We're going to keep it alive, man,
Yes,
and keep him
sir.
That's him,
motivated.
man.
Yeah, most definitely, no doubt.
Mr. Drip himself, man.
It's the drip,
Mm-hmm.
man.
For
It's the
real.
drip. Always
Robin say
fly.
she don't want no smoke. I don't fight. I don't fight no more. I'm a cuss you out. She said I'm gonna cuss you out though.
Yeah,
That was
that's
my
the one.
guy, gone forever. Keep his name alive. Yeah, really. Really. So, man, anything you guys want to say on the way out of here? Y'all done called out the Southeast Lions, most of y'all.
Nah,
Uh,
I ain't got
so
nothing else to say, man.
I gotta
Hey,
let
hey,
Boo and Mo and
I
them
can,
know, man. Like, hey, man,
Oh
nah, it
yeah,
wasn't
Southeast
like
man.
Oilers
that,
say
I can
man.
y'all
tell
on
you.
the clock.
I can tell
Southeast
you
Hey,
this.
Oilers say y'all on the clock.
they know
Ken
we
I can
on
gonna
tell you
here,
this,
talk a
Ken
Kevin.
little
watching
shit,
because
man.
Ken done typed in.
I
Hey,
can tell
they
you
gonna
this,
know we
Kevin.
talk a little shit, man.
On the 10U level, Kevin, we coming to whoop
Yeah.
some ass, man. I can tell
You
you that, man.
you want
10U
who?
level, 10U
Yeah.
Southeast Texas Oilers, we coming to whoop some ass, man. I'm just putting it out
Everybody.
there.
It don't matter who it is.
I don't care who it is. We coming to whoop some ass, man.
God damn.
We coming to whoop some ass. If you think it's gonna be light, hey man, you were sadly mistaken, man. You sadly mistaken. We coming to whoop some ass, man. No
We come to play
disrespect
some
to
football.
nobody out there, man. 10U Southeast Texas Oilers, we coming to whoop some ass. Point
Jay,
blank.
what you want to say on the way out the door? Because you had some, you were talking trash all of 7 on 7. Don't get on here now and get
Hey, that's
quiet,
what I
Jay.
do, man. Man, look, I'm not an internet warrior, man. I like to pull up to your front door,
On
man.
your front
So you
door,
know what I'm
straight like
saying,
that.
man. But like, man, anybody, man, you know, we just going out there to have some fun, man. They may take it serious, but I'm gonna talk my shit.
Oh
But
yeah.
in hindsight of it, I'm really just getting you riled up so you could coach your best, and that way I can see what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't come. Y'all got that shit. The Houston beef, they got all of that. I stand on
Yeah.
the thing. I'm gonna talk my shit to just make you. I'm gonna bring the best out of you. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
therefore, I can push my kids. Cause you gonna give your kids your all. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make your kids come with it. That's what I want. That's what
Yes,
I want.
sir.
I don't want them motherfuckers to come out there and just, you know what I'm saying, just be having. Nah, I'm gonna talk a little shit like, oh, these all think they really got something, huh? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I want. I want you to bring it. I want you to bring it. Cause
That's
I'm
it.
So
trying to, I'm trying to develop out here. That's what I'm
who the
doing.
12 you coach?
Me,
That's it
we up
right
Oh,
there,
there.
Jay, you on 12?
The
man.
Jay
king
Look,
got
himself.
12, Coach T got 10. I'm on 8, and Coach Mike
Okay.
got 6. You coach.
we on
Coach
the
Mike,
road.
okay.
What we got? We got two
Mike
more
Henry,
years.
Mike Henry is the 6 you coach?
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sir.
Okay. I see him on here talking. That's why he
Yeah.
on here talking. That's why he talking trash on here. Okay.
he couldn't figure the link out.
He couldn't, he might not need to be 6 you coach if he couldn't.
Now, Kel, we coming, man.
No, that's
We
good,
coming,
man. It's
man.
all,
We
hey,
coming
man.
with
It's
it.
all love. It's all
We
about
coming
having
with
fun. Again, man.
it. That's
I'm
it.
watching y'all, man. I take my hat off to what you guys doing. The whole 7 on 7 thing, back to 11-man football. Like
Yes, sir.
again, man, the respectful kids. Like, man, all that means something. That's what Little League football is about. What you guys doing is what Little League, man. Look, my Little League football coach, coach basketball, coach base. I stayed with him all year round.
Yeah.
Right,
Not
Yeah.
stayed in his house, but stayed with him from sport to sport to sport. He coached me in everything.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So, just being a part of these kids' lives. See, what a lot of them are misconstruing now, and I used to get on my kids about this when I would get kids because, hey, we out here in South Houston. I actually lived in North Houston. I just grew up on the South Side, so that's why I have my youth organization. But I tried to tell kids this: if there's a conflict, talk about it. Don't fight about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you fighting, I'm gonna kick you off my team for not being a man. Because
Right.
real men don't throw hands. Real men hold conversations.
Yeah.
Because in the boardroom,
Mm-hmm.
where real men sit down at the table to talk about millions of dollars and making deals, they have conversations about business. Nobody's in the boardroom fighting. They in the
Mhm.
boardroom having conversations.
Even when
Hey
it's a
man,
disagreement. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Disagreement. Yep. That's right. That's
that's
right.
how you work it out with conversations. Real
Yeah.
men talk about we don't go pick up no weapon to take a loved one away to go to jail ourselves. That's
Yeah.
not how you work a situation out. Hey man, as grown men, we have got to show these kids, try to comfort one another and have conversation.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That's what it's about. That's it.
That's what I preach, man. You can come
That's
and
what it's
ask
about.
my kids, man. What Coach J don't tolerate. I don't tolerate bullying, picking on each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't
You
use the word you
trash.
suck, you trash. I don't use we don't use those words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
We are a
yeah.
brotherhood. We gonna go out here and compete with each other during practice. Saturdays we're gonna be brothers.
That's
You're not
it.
gonna tell you. You're not gonna even. You could be whooping his ass all practice. but you're not gonna tear him down.
Tear him
Yeah.
down.
You know what I'm saying? We don't use none of those words. We don't do that.
Yeah. Man, I just want to say this before we go, fellas. We can wrap it up. Anybody want to have a last word before I give a last word?
One last word, man. We
Go ahead.
like you
Go
say,
ahead.
man, we bigger than football, man. So we tried to do track this year, and we end up putting one of our kids in the we put two in the JOs, out there in what's it? It's North Carolina.
Yeah, into North
Yes.
Carolina.
Yeah.
One of them didn't end up. One of them didn't go, but we got a returning player, Davian Turner, man. He qualified in the 100 and
200.
200, and he could have qualified in the long jump, but we kind of messed up a little registration thing. But man, we just want to give a shout out to him and wish him luck. We want to wish him luck this week, man, because he out there. Well, he gonna be getting ready to go out there and competing.
Yes.
And like I say, man, it's bigger than football. So we try to, like I said, we trying to create a program to keep these kids active year round, from track to football to basketball. Shit, we might have to get some soccer going or something, but we want to keep the kids active. And like I say, shout out to him, and we wish him the best of luck. And we hope he come back with a medal or something, man, because he competing against everybody in the United States, not just Houston. So I mean, I understand. They got everybody out there.
Yeah.
Each time they going to, but that's big from coming from our small town. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just give a big shout out to him. Congratulations to him.
Say, Rod, do this before we go. Let everybody know where they can find y'all. If somebody looking to sign their kids up, somebody may see this in the Beaumont area, want to sign up their kids. Where can they find you guys at in Beaumont?
Oh man, Monday through Thursday. Drip Stadium, what they call it, Westbrook High School. But Monday through Thursday, man, 6 to 8. And any one of my guys on Facebook, so they stay on Facebook. But yeah,
And
Monday through
Southeast
Thursday,
Texas
man,
Oilers,
6 to 8.
youth football and cheers, the Facebook page.
My
Okay.
last word, man. Hey, you, Gridiron. It's a new sheriff in town, goddammit. Watch out. It's a new motherfucking sheriff in town.
Hey, hey, Miss Rose said, all I know is Rob better not run them damn plays again. She said,
It's
we
coming,
all know
man.
his plays.
We coming with the sweep, man. We just got to dive into it now, man. We just got a little.
Put the
We added
dive
a little
into
something. We
it.
got a little something into it now, man. You got to know when it's coming now.
Hey, so look, let me say this to everybody that's watching, from Drip Nation to you guys. If you go to my page and tag me, or you go to my page and like shoot me a friend request, I want to tag everybody's page with this event right here that we did tonight, so that people that in the Beaumont area or friends y'all might have might see this and bring their kids over to be a part of what y'all got going on. I want to be an outlet to help you guys recruit, man, because again, I'm not just saying this, man. Me and Roy always been love, regardless of how much we compete against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, I want to see you guys be successful. I want to help you guys get kids, whatever that means, whatever I can do. I told you about my girl Tammy Brown over at Beaumont U. Hey man, if y'all need something for real, hit her up, man. She'll help you.
Yeah,
So,
Definitely.
yes, sir.
all love.
Man, I so
Miss
appreciate you,
Miss
bro.
Miss Robin Love down there. She plugged in with Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy coasting. So they like Ace. They two peas in a pod.
Okay. Hey man, thank y'all for being in the Gridiron Locker Room. I'm Kevin
Right.
Walker. I've been your host for this hour. That's the Southeast Texas Oilers.
Drip,
Look them
drip.
up, man. They in the
Be blessed.
Beaumont area.
Be
Peace.
blessed.
Thank y'all for being a part.
Man,
Yes, sir.
appreciate you, Kel.
Bless.
Much
Bless.
love.